Hi guys, it's Miss Gaia here. I'm here to share a wonderful book with you today called Jabari Jumps by Gaia Cornwall. And this story is about a boy named Jabari who goes swimming with his family. And he decides that today is the day that he is going to jump off of the diving board. But each time he approaches the diving board or gets ready to climb up the ladder and get ready to jump, he finds an excuse and he backs down. His dad ends up having a little talk with him, kind of like a little pep talk, and that helps him make his decision about whether he's going to jump today or not. And that's one of the things about bravery. A word that comes to mind with this story is bravery, or being brave. And oftentimes we think that bravery means doing something that you're scared of. You can be brave and you can just do it anyway, even if you're scared. But sometimes bravery comes in other forms. Bravery can mean not doing something that you're scared of. It can mean knowing your limits and saying no to something that you don't want to do, or saying no to something you might be too nervous or too scared to try. And it can be very brave to back out of doing something, especially if other people are watching. So let's go ahead and read and see what happens in Jabari Jumps. "I'm jumping off the diving board today," Jabari told his dad. "Really?" said his dad. The diving board was high and maybe a little scary, but Jabari had finished his swimming lessons and passed his swim test, and now he was ready to jump. "I'm a great jumper," said Jabari, "so I'm not scared at all." Jabari watched the other kids climb the long ladder. They walked all the way out to the end of the board, as big as tiny bugs. Then they stood on the edge. They spread their arms and bent their knees and sprang up, up, up. And then they dove down, down, down. Splash! "Looks easy," Jabari said. But when his dad squeezed his hand, Jabari squeezed back. Jabari stood at the bottom of the ladder. He looked up. "You can go before me if you want," he told the kid behind him. "I need to think about what kind of special jump I'm going to do." Jabari thought and thought. Jabari started to climb, up and up. "This ladder is very tall," he thought. "Are you okay?" called his dad. "I'm just a little tired," said Jabari. "Maybe you should climb down and take a tiny rest," said his dad. A tiny rest sounded like a good idea. When he got to the bottom, Jabari remembered something. "I forgot to do my stretches," he said to his dad. "Stretching is very important," said his dad. "I think tomorrow might be a better day for jumping," Jabari said. They looked up at the diving board together. "It's okay to feel a little scared," said his dad. "Sometimes, if I feel a little scared, I take a deep breath and tell myself I am ready. And you know what? Sometimes it stops feeling scary and feels a little like a surprise." Jabari loved surprises. Jabari took a deep breath and felt it fill his body from the ends of his hair right down to the tips of his toes. Jabari looked up. He began to climb, up and up and up and up, until he got to the top. Jabari stood up straight. He walked all the way to the end of the board. His toes curled around the rough edge. Jabari looked out as far as he could see. He felt like he was ready. I love surprises, he whispered. He took a deep breath and spread his arms and bent his knees. Then he sprang up off the board, flying. Jabari hit the water with a splash. Down, down, down he went, and then back up. Whoosh. Jabari, you did it, said his dad. I did it, said Jabari. I'm a great jumper. And you know what? What? Said his dad. Surprise double backflip is next. That's the end of the story. Now, in this story, Jabari was nervous and scared to try something new, and his dad gave him a little talk, and Jabari found the courage to try that thing anyway. He found the courage to jump off of the diving board. But remember, courage and bravery don't always mean that you have to try something that you're scared of. Courage and bravery come in many different forms. And if Jabari decided not to jump off the diving board that day, that would have been very brave too, because it can be very brave to back down from something that you might be too scared to do and decide to do it another time instead. Thanks for listening today. I'll see you next time.